some urban legends are meant to be left alone. But I entered this place with only one mission: to hunt down the entity terrorizing this abandoned school. I thought I was prepared for a regular ghost hunt, but nothing could have readied me for the sheer terror waiting inside these dark grounds. The moment I arrived, the entire nightmare kicked into high gear. The school grounds weren't just empty. They were actively guarded by horrific, unnatural creatures. Out of the deep darkness, grotesque, eyeless crawling abominations rushed straight toward me. These were the goddess creatures, moving with terrifying speed. Panic instantly set in. I raised my weapon and began firing precise, desperate shots into the shadows just to clear a path to move forward. The bright muzzle flashes from my gun briefly illuminated the distorted, bloody faces of these monsters as they kept coming. As I pushed further into the darkness, a massive, mutated spider-like entity was lurking in the shadows of the park area. I unloaded my clip, but traditional weapons weren't even scratching its thick hide. It felt like a total trap, designed to corner me. Before I could change my tactics or find a weak spot, the entity made its move, forcing me to retreat and leaving me completely on my own to face the rest of the horror. Completely isolated and cut off, I broke into the main school building just to seek shelter from the chaos outside. I ventured all alone into the hauntingly silent, endless hallways. Every single shadow seemed to stretch across the walls, and every old floorboard creaked loudly under my boots like a dying gasp. The oppressive, heavy silence inside this school was worse than any sudden jump scare, making me feel like the building itself was alive and watching me. I slipped into an old, dusty classroom to catch my breath and look for clues. On a broken desk, my flashlight beam illuminated a worn-out diary belonging to a girl named Saki. As I carefully read the frantic, messy handwriting, the terrifying truth unfolded. This entire school was cursed by an ancient, malevolent spirit that had consumed her. Suddenly, the temperature in the room dropped straight to freezing, and my breath turned to mist. Right in front of me, the main entity materialized out of thin air. It was a terrifying Japanese yokai, its jaw completely unhinged in a silent, horrific scream, and it was entirely immune to my bullets. I had no choice but to turn around and run for my life. I burst out of the back exit of the school into the cold night, tracking a dense, unnatural black mist that was moving rapidly through the dark woods. The trail led me deeper and deeper into the forbidden jungle, forcing me to navigate through thick trees until I finally stopped before a massive, weathered torii gate. This ancient structure was the literal boundary between the living world and the spirit realm, marking the very epicenter of the curse. Near the entrance of an ancient pitch-black tunnel just past the gate, I discovered an abandoned military outpost. The power grid was completely dead, leaving the area in total darkness. To activate the emergency systems and find a way out of this nightmare, I knelt down by the breaker box, frantically trying to solve an intricate wire puzzle under immense pressure. One wrong connection, or one spark too loud, and the entity would instantly find me. My hand shook as I bypassed the faulty fuses, and with a loud mechanical hum, the generator finally surged back to life. But the sudden noise didn't bring safety. It brought her straight to me. From the absolute deepest, darkest abyss of the tunnel, the true form of the yokai emerged into the light. She was colossal, a towering figure of pure malice, with a heavily distorted female face and a twisted, demonic grin stretching from ear to ear. I stood my ground, gripping my weapon with trembling hands, and unloaded every single remaining round I had into the paranormal beast. The air shattered with her deafening roar as the final battle began. Can a single survivor finish this hunt? Or will this cursed school claim another soul forever? This is a brutal, terrifying fight for survival.